Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will explain about perspectives and issues in machine learning. Okay, so this notes is enough to write the examination. So first we will discuss about the perspectives of machine learning. Okay, so the first perspective of machine learning is machine learning as subfield of AI. So please remember all of you, there are three things you must remember. First one is called as AI, second one is called as ML, and third one is called as a DL. So AI nothing but artificial intelligence, ML nothing but machine learning, and DL nothing but deep learning. So first perspective is machine learning as subfield of AI. So ML is the subfield of AI, comma ML techniques extensively used in NLP, natural language processing. Second one is the computer vision, and third one is the robotics, and fourth one is the data mining. So please remember all of you, this machine learning we are going to use in four different fields. So first one is the machine learning as subfield of AI. Okay. Okay. So now we check the second one. So second one is the learning paradigms perspective. So based on learning, machine learning can be categorized into three types. So please remember, based on learning ML. So this is a ML can be categorized into three types. So first one is the supervised learning, and second one is the unsupervised learning, and third one is called as a reinforcement learning. So please remember all of you, this supervised learning will learn from the labeled data, and here where both input and output known. So already we must know input and output. So the example is a medical data set. So supervised learning example is medical data set, that is patient blood pressure, sugar level, and heart rate along with disease levels. So the model learns to predict the disease for new patients. So please remember, when I say supervised learning, the example is, the best example is medical data set. Suppose when you have a patient blood pressure as well as sugar level, heart rate, we can say disease levels. So this is something like we are going to predict the disease of the patient. Okay. So second one is the unsupervised learning. So system learns from the unlabeled data where only input data is available. When it comes to supervised learning, input and output is available, but when it comes to unsupervised learning, only input data is available. It predicts only structures or hidden patterns. Okay, the example is customer segmentation based on purchasing behavior. So when you if you see the history of the person, 1 year history, we can check the behavior of the person. So this is called as a unsupervised learning. Okay. So third one is the reinforcement learning. In this, system learns from the experience. Please remember all of you, when I say supervised learning, it is going to learn from the, it is going to have something like labels. Unsupervised means not labels. Reinforcement learning means it learns from the experience by interacting with the environment and receiving the rewards or penalties. The examples for the reinforcement learning is game playing, robotics, and autonomous systems. Okay, so this is called as a second perspective. And third one, we go for machine learning as a search problem. So another important perspective is viewing learning as a search through a large hypothesis space to find a model that best fits training data. Learning algorithm explore this space using different strategies depends on representation used, linear models, decision trees, or neural networks. So please remember, when I say machine learning as a search problem, what is going to be happened? There is a huge amount of data is there. Okay. So here, what is going to be happened? in this learning algorithm explore this space using different strategies depends on a representation used, such as in this we are going to focus on linear models, decision trees, or neural networks. So in this, what is going to be happen, we are going to search through a large hypothesis space to find the model. So this is called as what we say machine learning as a search problem. So we completed perspectives. Now we go for issues in machine learning. So what are the issues in machine learning? First one is the learning algorithms. Okay. So what is the meaning of learning algorithm? Which algorithm performs best for which type of problems and representation? Okay. When we train the model, which algorithm we have to use? This is also one of the most typical task in order to check any problem. So when the problem is there, based on that one, we are going to select the algorithm. Okay. Second one is the convergence. When will learning algorithm reach the correct solution if enough training data is given? So convergence means after completion of the result, after completion of the training or learning, whether the training is enough or not, that is called as convergence. And third one is the amount of data, how much training data is sufficient. Fourth one is the use of prior knowledge, how can previous knowledge help learning. Okay. So fifth one is the choosing training examples, and sixth one is the function approximation. So what is the meaning of function approximation? What specific function should the system attempt to learn? Okay. So which function is required to attempt to learn? So what are the functions, specific functions should the system attempt to learn? So last one is called as changing representation. So what is the meaning of this changing representation? How can learner change its internal representation to learn better? Okay. So this is all about the perspectives and issues in machine learning. One of the most important question. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel.